Wednesday, August the 26th, 2026. For Jim, it's about 11:30ish a.m., right around noontime. But Jim thought he'd share with you guys. He is suffering greatly because the temperatures are still in the upper 80s and supposed to be in the 90s next week. People keep telling Jim that it's summer, it's supposed to be hot. Jim doesn't care if it's summer or what it is. It's ridiculously hot. The heat is not as bad as the humidity. Here in the Midwestern part of the United States, we have something called corn sweat, and it is a real thing. And it causes a great amount of humidity. And the humidity being in the 80s and the temperature being in the 80s and 90s is a horrible combination. You walk out the front door and you could take off your shirt and wring it out. There's no need drying your hair when you get out of the shower because it's not going to last. You know, the walk from your house to your car, it's going to be wringing wet again. And so you guys could, maybe manifest some cooler temperatures for Jim. Offer up some offerings or prayers or whatever it is you do where you're at, and see if you can't get it to cool off a little bit where Jim lives, because like I said, Jim's suffering here. The one good thing about it is the plants, as you guys have seen, the morning glories are going crazy. Sunflowers, unfortunately, I think are at the end of their life for the year, collecting the heads, getting some seeds off of them and everything. Jim has noticed that the hummingbirds are hitting the feeders and the plants awfully hard. I think they're fueling up for those flights back south. Jim sees them usually in March and April heading north, and then he sees them again August, late September as they head back on their way south. As far as Jim knows, there's none that nest around here. He doesn't see them through midsummer a whole lot, but he does see them on the bookends of summer, so that's exciting. The bees and other, Jim has seen a couple of butterflies humming around the morning glories and zinnias and other plants we have out. There's a cucumber plant. Jim took a slice off a cucumber, threw it in the ground, and it's decided to grow like crazy. The tomatoes are done for the year. Jim bought determinate tomatoes this year instead of indeterminate. So they put on their tomatoes, and once they're done, they're done. Indeterminates keep going year round. Jim will have to remember to buy them next year, because now that he's got used to eating fresh tomatoes, he's sort of depressed that he doesn't have any. Again, a way Jim is suffering this summer. Hope all of you are having a good day. Hope you enjoy the stories Jim tells you, little tidbits about his life he shares with you, or what the weather's doing around where he lives. And Jim just hopes you take an opportunity, maybe if you're a first-time viewer, maybe subscribe, look through some of the older videos, see if there's something you like. Very eclectic channel, have a little bit of everything. So there's bound to be something you like somewhere through here. Some of the stuff is a little tongue-in-cheek, some of the stuff is serious. Just take an opportunity to look through, see if there's something you like, maybe subscribe and hit the notifications, and like and share and all those things Jim's supposed to ask you to do to make his channel grow. And you all have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those you love.